Welcome to day 152 of our one-year Bible reading plan. Today we're reading 1 Chronicles 7 and 8, where we continue through the genealogies of the tribes of Israel, focusing on their strength, numbers, and notable descendants. In John 16 verses 17 to 33, Jesus comforts his disciples, explaining his departure, their temporary sorrow, and the ultimate victory through him. Let's dive in. 1 Chronicles chapter 7. The sons of Issachar, Tola, Puah, Jashub and Shimron, 4 in all. The sons of Tola, Uzzi, Rephaiah, Jeriel, Jahmai, Ibsam and Samuel, heads of their families. During the reign of David, the descendants of Tola listed as fighting men in their genealogy numbered 22,600. The son of Uzzi, Izrahiah. The sons of Izrahiah, Michael, Obadiah, Joel and Issachar. All 5 of them were chiefs. According to their family genealogy, they had 36,000 men ready for battle, for they had many wives and children. The relatives who were fighting men belonging to all the clans of Issachar, as listed in their genealogy, were 87,000 in all. 3 sons of Benjamin, Bela, Becher and Jediel. The sons of Bela, Esban, Uzzi, Uzziel, Jerimoth and Iri, heads of families, 5 in all. Their genealogical record listed 22,034 fighting men. The sons of Becher, Zemira, Josh, Eleazar, Elioenai, Omri, Jerimoth, Abijah, Anathoth and Alemeth. All these were the sons of Becher. Their genealogical record listed the heads of families and 20,200 fighting men. The son of Jediel, Bilhan. The sons of Bilhan, Jush, Benjamin, Ehud, Kenana, Zethan, Tarshish and Ahishahar. All these sons of Jediel were heads of families. There were 17,200 fighting men ready to go out to war. The Shuppites and Huppites were the descendants of Ir, and the Hushites the descendants of Aher. The sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, Guni, Jezer and Shillem, the descendants of Bilhah. The descendants of Manasseh, Asriel was his descendant through his Aramean concubine. She gave birth to Machir the father of Gilead. Machir took a wife from among the Huppites and Shuppites. His sister's name was Maacah. Another descendant was named Zelophehad, who had only daughters. Machir's wife Maacah gave birth to a son and named him Peresh. His brother was named Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Rakem. The son of Ulam, Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. His sister Hamilketh gave birth to Ishhod, Abiezer and Mala. The sons of Shemida were Ahian, Shechem, Leki and Aniam. The descendants of Ephraim, Shuthelah, bared his son, Tahath his son, Elida his son, Tahath his son, Zabad his son and Shuthelah his son. Ezer and Elid were killed by the native-born men of Gath when they went down to seize their livestock. Their father Ephraim mourned for them many days, and his relatives came to comfort him. Then he made love to his wife again, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. He named him Beriah, because there had been misfortune in his family. His daughter was Shira, who built Lower and Upper Beth-horon as well as Uzzen-Shira. Repha was his son, Resheph his son, Telah his son, Tain his son, Laden his son, Ammihud his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son and Joshua his son. Their lands and settlements included Bethel and its surrounding villages, Naran to the east, Gezer and its villages to the west, and Shechem and its villages all the way to Ai and its villages. Along the borders of Manasseh were Beth-shan, Tanakh, Megiddo and Dor, together with their villages. The descendants of Joseph son of Israel lived in these towns. The sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi and Beriah. Their sister was Sarah. The sons of Beriah, Heber and Malchiel, who was the father of Berzath. Heber was the father of Japhlet, Shomer and Hotham, and of their sister Shua. The sons of Japhlet, Pasak, Bimhal and Ushvath. These were Japhlet's sons. The sons of Shomer, Ahi, Roga, Hubbah and Aram. The sons of his brother Helem, Zophah, Imnah, Shalesh and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Sua, Harnepher, Shual, Beri, Imrah, Bezer, Had, Shammah, Shilsha, Ithran and Bera. The sons of Jether, Jephunneh, Pispa and Era. The sons of Olah, Ara, Haniel and Rizia. All these were descendants of Asher, heads of families, choice men, brave warriors and outstanding leaders. The number of men ready for battle, as listed in their genealogy, was 26,000. 1 Chronicles chapter 8. Benjamin was the father of Bela his firstborn, Ashbel the second son, Ahara the third, Noah the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. The sons of Bela were Adar, Gera, Abihud, Abishua, Naaman, Ahoah, Gera, Shepaphan and Huram. These were the descendants of Ehud, who were heads of families of those living in Geba and were deported to Manahath, Naaman, Ahijah, and Gera, who deported them and who was the father of Uzzah and Ahihud. Sons were born to Shaharaim in Moab after he had divorced his wives Husham and Bara. By his wife Hodesh he had Jobab, Zibiah, Mesha, Malcham, Juz, Sakiah and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of families. By Husham he had Abitub and Elpal. The sons of Elpal, Eber, Mizham, Shemd, who built Ono and Lod with its surrounding villages, and Beriah and Shema, who were heads of families of those living in Aijalon and who drove out the inhabitants of Gath. Ahio, Shashak, Jerimoth, Zebadiah, Arad, Eder, Michael, Ishba and Joha were the sons of Beriah. Zebadiah, Meshullam, Hizki, Heber, Ishmerai, Isliah and Jobab were the sons of Elpal. Jachim, Zikri, Zabdi, Elionai, Zilathai, Eliel, Adaiah, Beriah and Shimrath were the sons of Shimi. Ishpan, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zikri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, Anthothijah, Ifdiah and Penuel were the sons of Shashak. Shamsharai, Shehariah, Athaliah, Jerushiah, Elijah and Zikri were the sons of Jeraham. All these were heads of families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem. Jeiel the father of Gibeon lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zur, Kish, Baal, Nadab, Geder, Ahio, Zecher and Mikloth, who was the father of Shemiah. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. Noah was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbal. The son of Jonathan, Merib-Baal, who was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Teriah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jehoda. Jehoda was the father of Alemeth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri was the father of Moza. Moza was the father of Bineah. Rapha was his son, Elisa his son, and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Sheariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. The sons of his brother Eshek, Ulam his firstborn, Jush the second son, and Eliphalet the third. The sons of Ulam were brave warriors who could handle the bow. They had many sons and grandsons, 150 in all. All these were the descendants of Benjamin. John chapter 16, 17-33. At this, some of his disciples said to one another, "What does he mean by saying, 'In a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me,' and 'because I am going to the Father'?" They kept asking, "What does he mean by a little while? We don't understand what he is saying." Jesus saw that they wanted to ask him about this, so he said to them, "Are you asking one another what I meant when I said, 'In a little while you will see me no more, and then after a little while you will see me'? Very truly I tell you, you will weep and mourn while the world rejoices. You will grieve, but your grief will turn to joy. A woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child is born into the world. So with you, now is your time of grief, but I will see you again and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. In that day you will no longer ask me anything. Very truly I tell you, my Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. Until now you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. Though I have been speaking figuratively, a time is coming when I will no longer use this kind of language, but will tell you plainly about my Father. In that day you will ask in my name. I am not saying that I will ask the Father on your behalf. No, the Father himself loves you because you have loved me and have believed that I came from God. I came from the Father and entered the world. Now I am leaving the world and going back to the Father." Then Jesus' disciples said, "Now you are speaking clearly and without figures of speech. Now we can see that you know all things and that you do not even need to have anyone ask you questions. This makes us believe that you came from God. Do you now believe?" Jesus replied, "A time is coming, and in fact has come, when you will be scattered, each to your own home. You will leave me all alone. Yet I am not alone, for my Father is with me. I have told you these things, so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble. But take heart, I have overcome the world." Thank you for joining today's Bible reading. As we reflect on Israel's history and Jesus' promise of peace, let's remember that even in sorrow, joy will come. Jesus has overcome the world, so take heart and walk in his victory. See you tomorrow for day 153.